early at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
15. 1st down, Kansas City.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
21. Take four.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
1st and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tackle made at the
now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Mostert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Niners Bears have taken the early lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 29, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Travis Kelsey.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20.
I need to get
10,
my swag right there.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
To number 10.
Tyreek Hill, 72 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. That is a dangerous combination right there, as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous, because Hill can run past anyone, so he can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone, he makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
24-yard line.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, 76 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And going deep for Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
A gain of 5 brings up.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one.
The first down, Chiefs.
On first down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers have moved down in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Score, Niners 21, Chiefs 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right?
Complete.
What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on second and 6. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
to the 49-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
11.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. Past the 20. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Completes it to Samuel. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel on a touchdown pass from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Great solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman. Able to get a hand in. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. From the 35 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now it's Mahomes again. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like if they got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
A gain of 3, second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
He knocks it through, and it's 35-21.
Makes the score Niners 35, Chiefs 21. Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Kick it and go. Kick it and kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them out, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They run